turning off chillier all the time. You can see from the lake, the rain is definitely getting ready to move in. But I thought I'd take a little drive. There's quite a few lakes here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I thought I would go around and try to film a couple of them. They look like. I don't think I'm going to have time with the rain moving in to actually put the Winona in the water. I kind of wanted to stay and do some fishing the next couple days. With the weather coming in like this pretty bad, I'm going to go ahead and just save that trip for another time. But I thought I'd go around and just take a little footage of each one and see what they look like. First one I'll go to here is Ross Lake and then Cusino Lake. And there's a few Gemini and North Gemini, South Gemini is on down the road. We'll go take a look at those too. Holy cow! Woo! Grandma, she got it on. That's the kind of filming I like to do there. Actually, when I said Grandma is getting it on, an older couple pulled up and she jumps out and checks her mail right there. And then I talked to him. He's pretty good guy. He said he lives kind of like on an island on a lake over on Adams Trail. So I got talking to him and she jumps in the truck, and as I started to walk around the back and take a picture of those mailboxes, man, she just hammered that truck on down the road. Wow. Okay, well, let's see what else adventure I can get into today. This is pretty back here. I've drove off H58 now. You could pretty well think of this as you're starting to get into the heart of the UP, kind of where most tourists don't see. A lot of people live back here. They've got cabins. A lot of people live off the grid back here. It's pretty cool. Get off the main roads and you get on roads like this, these sand roads up here in the UP, way up by Lake Superior. This is where you got to be a smart traveler. You got to have a lot of respect for the local residents. You just want to be careful you don't overstep boundaries or really irritate anybody up here. You know the famous movie, Deliverance. Of course, everybody always thinks of the one scene in Deliverance. But the thing that I took from Deliverance was, when they first got there, Burt Reynolds and his buddies pull up. If you notice in that movie, not respectful to the local people, that was setting him up for a bad time there. You know, you travel through country like that, you just gotta, it's not your territory. It's their territory, and you're coming to visit and to see the sights, and you just say hello, you be friendly, and if you're asked to move on, you move on. That's all there is to it. If you follow those guidelines, you'll do okay on your travels out in America. Because, you know, America these days can be a little bit hostile. You know, there's a lot of tribes. There's a lot of hostile tribes out here now. So you just be careful and you travel through and you just go from there. Like I just passed a van. It looked like they're boondocking back here. Camping fee, $15 per night. Recreation passport required for entry. Looks like you got several of them back here. 2, 3, 4. Maybe a dozen campsites. This is Ross Lake. State Campground. You would be pretty secluded if you were here camping at Ross Lake. Yeah, it looks like about a dozen sites or so here at Ross Lake. All right, I see the lake over here. Pretty nice campground. Somebody's got some property there. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is one of those campsites if you don't want to be around a lot of people. I would have bet you this would work out for you pretty good. Oh yeah, look at this. Pretty nice. Ross Lake. This is kind of a good example. Weather turns bad on you, can't do what you were planning on doing, well, get out and do something else. Nothing else, just kind of go exploring around. Oh no, I definitely want to try to fish this lake here. I hear a chainsaw buzzing, somebody's cutting firewood. All your folks up here know winter's coming fast now. They could get a foot of snow next week. Tell you what, this might be a sand road, but man, people fly down it. Hey, I just want to clarify too. You know, when I say Burt Reynolds didn't have respect in that movie, he had all the right in the world to take that dude out that was torturing his friend, so to speak, and putting their lives in danger with those shotguns. Sometimes you gotta pull the trigger. Sometimes it's a bad situation, you know, your life, you gotta save your life. I was just referring to the beginning of the movie when he went through there with the local people and kind of making fun of them, and you may have a different point of view on that. I think that movie is the ultimate training film for wilderness travel. Things not to do. You know, these roads up here are big for the recreation vehicles, the big four-wheel drive buggies with the big tires on it, 4-seaters, 2-seaters, 4-seaters, the ones that run fast. I mean, those are so fast these days. But I saw a bunch of them the other day running roads like this, and Mr. Trump has a lot of fans up here for sure. He's got a very strong following. A lot of them had Trump flags on it flying behind him. So yeah, he's got a very strong hold up here. It looks like to me like a lot of them said something about 2024. So it looks like maybe Mr. Trump's going to make another run for the presidency. I'm sure if he gets in, there's going to be a lot of people up here going to be very, very happy. Department of Natural Resources, Michigan, DNR. They've done a good job. They've got all brand new signs, and oh my, I bet these signs are so expensive. So I'm not exactly sure who's in charge of that department. I don't know if it's Governor Whitmore, if she was the one that okayed it, or what policy went through. But these signs are nice, and those signs are made to last a lot of years. So they really look good. Congratulations to whoever decided to put out the money and put those signs up. And it's real important if you're out traveling that everything is marked clearly. Let's go see what Cusino Lake looks like. Hello, Chippy. I ain't here to hurt you, buddy. Well, I know. I know you probably having a good day and I done ruined it. It'd be hard to find a better site than this right here, especially if you're looking for an inland lake. Man, oh man. Even has a little sandy beach here. Wow. Cusino Lake. I might be saying that right, I'm not for sure. Now it looks pretty shallow to me. A lot of weeds right there, a lot of weed beds. And by the looks of the way it's going out into the water, it looks like it would be pretty shallow. Not sure what kind of fish are in here, but it's worth checking out. Y'all have to ask some of the local folks, is it Cusino Lake or Cusino Lake? Gathering all their food up. Got one right here smoking a cigar. Don't start no fire at that now. I kind of worry about catching one of these muskies right here. Or like that northern pike right there. I'm not exactly sure how I'd even release him. I think I've seen you got to have some pretty big pair of pliers and some gloves, special gloves you got to have on. I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff. A lot to be learned in this world. You know, we just can't know it all. Tell you what, if I run into some local folks, I'm going to ask them about that. See what the name of this lake is. Is it a Cusino lake or is it Cusino lake? And exactly how do you take a northern pike off a hook if you catch it? I don't know. All I deal with is bluegill, bass, catfish, things like that. Yeah, keep in mind if you decide to use some of the state campgrounds that are way off the beaten trail, the facilities are not quite up to date. I'm sure they'll serve the purpose needed. Just want to be aware of that when you come on out. Let's go over to Gemini Lake coming up. You gotta watch it. I had to check right there. You gotta watch these back roads. A lot of them aren't marked. And I know a couple years ago, I was east of Grand Marais, way out, and the roads turned like this. I was in my Jeep and I decided to take some offshoots. Man, I got back in there and I'm just glad I had an extra 5-gallon things of gas with me. I didn't use it, but I came pretty close to thinking I might run out because I really got lost. And in fact, I just now did take a wrong turn. I did not see this just a minute ago. Well, son of a gun. There you go. Here I'm talking. In fact, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Yeah, that's crazy. I got turned around that fast. Like, this must be some kind of a camp. It's pretty nice. Yeah, it looks like they used to have a sign. They must take it down for the winter. I've noticed there's a couple private campgrounds that just within the last day have shut down and pulled their signs. They're done for the season, but yeah, that's crazy. I know I was kind of talking as I was driving. It's like, wow, I could have swore I was going the right way, but no. I totally come out of Cusino Lake the wrong way. Yeah, duh on me. I'm driving on these sand roads. I just took that wrong turn back there, and now I'm noticing I'm back on track, and I can easily see my tracks where I drove in here. I've got some new tires on the 2004 Pontiac, and I mean, they are making some nice grooves in here. So I guess next time I come to an intersection like that and I don't know which way to go, just get out and look, dummy. Be a tracker. Track your own dang Montana. How hard can it be? Wow. Oh, I like driving on these roads with no names. They seem to be going nowhere. But I know if I stay on them and keep on going forward, they'll probably eventually take me somewhere. Ah, look at that. There we go. Welcome to South Gemini Lake. $15 fee. Seems to be the standard going rate these days. Pretty secluded. Little site. Got a nice campsite over there. Pretty nice. Let's pull over and take a look around. Man, oh man. I sure don't consider this very populated for sure. But yeah, there's something right over there across the lake. There's that north wind blowing. Facing due north right there, and the wind's coming right at us. But yeah, as far as campsites go, man, these are pretty nice right here. This is a pretty nice setup. I'm going to definitely remember this coming up to the UP. Especially if I get to 12 Mile Beach and for some reason reservations have been messed up. You know, I'm awful fond of Lake Superior. Man, this would be a nice place to camp right here. So it looks to me like I'm here at South Gemini Campground. That must be the South Gemini Lake. And then up here is the North Gemini Lake. It looks like they've got designated trails that go around both lakes. So that's pretty cool. Once again, brand new sign. So yeah, I'm definitely impressed. I'm gonna have to put that on the list. Next trip up, put the canoe in South Gemini, North Gemini, Ross Lake, Cusino Lake. Man, these are nice. To me, this is like the heart of the UP. I mean, I love Lake Superior. I love the big lake and the waves and just everything, the weather systems that come in. But this right here just feels like it's the heartbeat of the UP. And that's an awful nice campsite right there. It's getting into October 20th, 21st, somewhere in there. So everything looks to me like it's starting to shut down. I noticed the rangers over 12 Mile came through today and said that you have about a day left of water and then they're going to shut the water off. So everything is being shut down for winter. And like I talked to the one ranger that stays out at Grand Sable Lighthouse, and he was saying that, you know, sometimes the temperatures, wind chills are 40 below zero. They're bedding in for winter because here it comes. That north wind blowing right there. Woo! Wow. I hope you enjoyed that little tour of the lakes up here. Appreciate you coming by the channel. It's LAF Space Film Fest. That's capital LAF Space Film Fest. Hey, hammer down that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Gives me the opportunity to come out here and do little tours on places like this so you can see. If you haven't been up here before, you'll know where to go. Check out the LAF Film Fest videos, and I'll have one on the UP of Michigan, all the little lakes, campgrounds, lighthouses. I like to do it all. I appreciate it a lot. This is the North Country, North Gemini Lake. I think one thing, if you camped out here, it would be so quiet. I bet you'd hear wolves. I bet you'd hear animals out here. A lot of times Lake Superior, because of the waves always rolling. You can't hear a lot of animals unless you get that rare night when it's just calm. But here, you hear owls and wolves, coyotes, bears. It'd be pretty cool. That's worth thinking about right there. Yeah, the list of videos I need to do is growing all the time. Yes, sir. Hey, I just visited a facility there. I tell you what, they may look old school and like they've been around for a long time, but I tell you what, they are just as neat and clean on the inside. And the only thing I can say right there is that's Michigan. They take care of their camping stuff and their natural resources in this state better than any other state I've ever been in before. I think it's just a lot of pride. I think the people that probably maintain those and like this whole park right here, this whole camping area, live around here, and they just want it to look as nice as they possibly can. And I appreciate that. Being someone from Southern Indiana coming up here to visit, I appreciate the hospitality and the cleanliness, pride that they take in taking care of their natural resources. You have a good day.